What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. How is everyone doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. We got one story, one question. So without further ado, let's go. Our first story of the day has to do with the Galaxy Z Fold 5 and Z Flip 5. There's some potentially good information, good news coming out about this device. If you know folding phones, you know they're really expensive devices. They started off when the first Galaxy Z Fold came out, I think it was what, basically $2,000, and then it was like $2,000 again, and then we've been at $1,799 for a couple of years, and it looks like potentially that price is going to be lower, which again is great news. So the information coming out is coming out from Greggles, and he's saying that there's a possibility that the launch price of the Galaxy Z Flip 5 and Fold 5 will be unveiled at the end of July with a reduced price of about 100,000 won compared to their predecessors. Now, 100,000 won sounds like an extremely high amount, but it's actually equating out to 75 American dollars less. As a background for such possibility price reduction, one can mention the decreased AP. AP stands for System on a Chip. He says the cost of the System on a Chip accounts for about 10 to 20% of the total cost, depending on the product. The unit price of the AP for the Z Fold 4 released last year was $140, while the typical price for premium smartphone APs is usually around $80. According to the information mentioned in my previous post, Samsung's expenditure on APs in the first quarter of this year saw a 20% decline in the prices compared to the same period last year. So what does that actually mean? It means that the cost to actually create the Galaxy Z Flip 5 and Fold 5, one of the pieces of that puzzle is reduced in cost, at least from what he's measuring out. Does it mean that we're definitely, without a doubt, getting a price drop? Maybe not, maybe. It's obviously maybe, but I don't think they're gonna drop it 75 bucks. If I had to guess, I don't think it's not gonna be like, oh, we reduced the price to $16.25. It sounds kind of weird. So it would probably be like, instead of, or $17.25, I should say, instead of $17.99, it's probably gonna be $16.99. So I'd guess probably get $100 price decrease on the Z Flip 5 and Fold 5, and then like the Flip 5, instead of being, what is it, like $8.99 or something, or $9.99, would be like $100 off, whatever that is at that point, if I had to guess. Now, my opinion, do I think the price will drop? I don't think it will. If it does, I think it's because they're going to be worried about the stronger competition coming out later this year with the Fold 5 from Pixel and OnePluses and Oppo and all these other companies are going to be releasing folding phones, especially strong folding phones. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think we're going to see a price drop for the Flip 5 and Fold 5? Let me know in the comments down below. Without further ado, let's jump on our Q&A. This is Colton from India. Love all the great content you share. Thank you, Colton. The Pixel phones are amazing, but the Tensor chip makes them fall behind in performance. Do you think Google should use the Snapdragon chips in their next phones to get the edge in performance? You know, you really only see a huge difference on the Tensor and the Snapdragon when you're doing really high performance things. Really high performing gaming, really high performing pretty much anything else, every video editing or photo editing. It's like the times are reduced, but just day-to-day usage, the Tensor chip is super fast with day-to-day usage, especially with the optimization of how Google has their software. It's super smooth. Like, I just saw a video of the new Google Pixel tablet, and that thing is so smooth. It looks beautiful when it's just running. And then even gaming, it still runs gaming pretty darn well. Like, you can play high-end gaming, you get, pretty good frame rates. You're not gonna get as good as a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, but it's, how many people are actually doing all that hardcore stuff to where they're gonna see, 10 or 15 frames per second difference in the games when they're not, especially if they don't have a frame counter? Probably not many. But yeah, is there a difference? There is a difference, obviously, in benchmarks, a huge difference. But overall, day-to-day usage is really not any. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have a question, put it in the comments down below. We'll see you guys down the road. Peace.